Okay. Please confirm if you can hear me. 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 Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. Yes, Jesse says he can hear me. Jesse, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm slightly late. I had to. Lawal Faremi Victor, thank you. You can hear me. Thank you very much. Okay. So, how are you guys doing? I'm super excited to be with us tonight. 8 p.m. West African time, it is. And to all our friends, our colleagues who are in diaspora, I say a very good evening to you all. Okay. I think we will dive in any moment from now. Great. Absolutely. So today we'll be discussing in the next 30 to 45 minutes, I will be sharing on what I have titled From Earning to Growing, How to Start Investing and Build Wealth That Works for You. That is what we are about on this platform. Okay, so give me another 1 minute. Let's see if one or two persons are going to join us. Please notify them on the group. Tell them that we've started so that they don't miss any moment. Okay, I want you to pay attention. And Kenya is 2 hours ahead, so Kenya is already 9:10 p.m. Thank you for staying back. Thank you for the sacrifice. Good things, they say, does not come easy. You know what they say. Okay, so let me see now. Just want to give another 1 minute. If you have any question in the course of what we're discussing, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. Okay, feel free to drop them in the comment section. All right, thank you for joining. Just like I said, okay, so from earning to growing, how to start investing and build wealth that works for you. Who is excited to be here? Drop your favorite emoji. Just tell me that you are excited. Let me know in the comment section if you are excited to be here. Just say excited. Okay. Who is excited to be here? Great. Did get my voice note. Hence yellow hearts. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you. Okay. I think we just dive in. Yara Abo. Thank you. Excited. Thank you so much. Okay. I think we'll just dive in. Now a bit of housekeeping. So just like I said, we will be discussing from earning. A lot of us earn money, okay, but many people end at that phase, at that stage of earning. A lot of people have never been taught how to grow or how to multiply their money. And as such, you discover that many salary earners, okay, many people who earn their income from salary or from business, okay, after many years end up becoming poor. This is because they were not able to take their earning from what it is to growing or multiplying it and building wealth thereafter, wealth that works for them. So throughout this session, I will be sharing with you my blueprint of how you can actually get your earning, what you are currently earning from your salary, from your job, okay, to work for you, to work two times, like I always say, two times as hard for you, okay, like you did to making it, okay. So a bit of housekeeping here, please. I need you to give me your full attention for the next 45 minutes. Then put all distractions away. Then be present, be as present as you can, and then take notes. I hope you have your pen, and then take action where you need to do. Okay, very important. Okay, now who exactly is Stephen Adetolu? Come on, what's wrong with my screen? Who is Stephen Adetolu? Who is Stephen? Okay, I didn't measure this slide very well. Okay, so this is it. Who is Stephen Adetolu? Like you would find out here. Stephen Adetolu is a Maxwell Leadership Certified Coach, Speaker, and Trainer. Okay, I'm certified by John Maxwell. Okay, to teach, to train, and to speak. Okay, I have virtually most of John Maxwell's resources. If you know John Maxwell, he is the #1 leadership guru in the world. So most of the resources that John Maxwell has used to train Fortune 500 companies, okay, have been given to me. Have been used to train me, and I've been certified to train others as well. So most of the things that I teach are from my life experiences. Okay. So I'm equally a member of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON. Okay, is the highest marketing body in Nigeria. Okay, I'm a full-blown marketer. I'm a full-blown uh, brand expert. So those of you who are going to be jumping on what I will be offering tonight will enjoy all of this. Okay, you are going to be enjoying from my wealth of experience as a brand communication expert. Then I'm also a certified management consultant. I do consultation for small business owners. Those of you who have businesses here, by the time you jump, okay, on the offer which you are going to be seeing at the end of this session, you would enjoy all of those. Then I have close to 2 decades experience in sales and marketing. Okay, I do leadership as well. Then I'm a serial entrepreneur. Then I am happily married. I'm blessed with amazing children. I reside in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria, okay? And I'm passionate about helping individuals, okay, especially ordinary people, because I wasn't born into wealth, I wasn't born into money, I wasn't born with so much advantage. So what I do is I share from my practical experience of how I have been able to navigate the circumstances of life, and I'll confidently tell you, okay, that your current situation do not define, okay, your destination. Okay, I'm telling you this from practical experience. So I help individuals, okay, move from ordinary to extraordinary life by helping them unlock their God-given potentials, okay, so that they can become people of value and then be all that God has created them to be. Okay, so why most people stay broke, okay, despite earning well. I'm so sorry, my slide is okay. Why? My I did a bit of research and I've discovered that there are so many people who are unfortunately poor and broke. Let me see. Let me see if I can change this. If I can change this slide, it's a bit. Let me see. Please give me a few minutes. I think this slide is a bit, it doesn't seem to be fitting well. Let me see if I can change it to something else for you. Let me see if I can add a PDF. If I can add a PDF. Fortunately for me, I already have a PDF. Please give me a few minutes while I add a PDF slide for you. Let me see. Maybe PDF slide will be much better. I'm hoping. Sorry, guys. I used a PPT and it seems it's a bit the dimension and all of that. So let me see if this will fly. If this will fly. Okay. Let me see if this will fly. I've shown you this. Okay, housekeeping. I think this is much better. This is much better. Okay, I told you about this. Then I told you about myself. I am married and blessed with amazing children. Okay, told you about this. Then why this is where we were before I changed. This is PDF. I think this is much better. Why most people stay broke despite earning well. You would have seen a lot of people. Okay, I've asked a lot of people, especially those who have retired, and especially those who got to the peak of their career, they end well, but at the end of their career, I mean, it's just unfortunate that they have very little to show for the 30-40 years that they spent working. Okay, so these are some of the reasons. One is that a lot of them have what I call poverty mindset. Poverty mindset is a programming which many of us unfortunately inherited from our childhood without even knowing it. Okay, you know, those days when you are with your parents, when you are growing up with your parents say things like, oh, we have no money. You saw your parents struggle. Your teachers told you things like you cannot amount to anything. I mean, within your community, within the people that you grew up with, they were all people with very low self-esteem. They lived in lack. As a result of that, you grew up with this mindset. Okay, and trust me, no matter how much you try to get out of poverty, as long as your mindset is programmed around poverty, you will continue to exhibit, or you continue to showcase the symptom of this mindset. So this is why so many people, and you discover that no matter how much they earn, okay, because your mindset has been described as the epicenter of performance. Okay, no matter how much you thrive, okay, once your mindset has been polluted, okay, has been programmed to behave in a certain way, you will continue to exhibit, or you continue to showcase, okay, the very root, okay, of your core, which is your beliefs. Okay, so number two is that a lot of people don't have vision. They don't even know where they want to be financially. So as a result, okay, they live life anyhow. Okay, they don't have a clear cut perspective or picture of where they want to be the next 10 years, the next 20 years. And as a result, whatever comes into their pockets, they just spend. They live their life in the now. Okay, this is why every money that they earn ends up now. Okay, and they abandoned tomorrow or the next 10 years. So lack of financial knowledge, you know, I have identified that one of the most important component of wealth building is to acquire financial knowledge. You see, until I started exposing myself to financial knowledge, I didn't understand the difference between money, making money, and managing money. Financial knowledge is the mother, okay, the mother of wealth building, because embedded in financial knowledge, okay, is the knowledge of how to make money, how to manage money, which includes debt management, which includes multiplying and growing your money in the future. All of those are part of the comprehensive package of financial knowledge. So many of them don't have this knowledge. So Number four, fear. Many people have this fear. Okay, if I earn this money today, there is this fear of, if I put my money in this investment, something might happen. This might happen, that might happen. And as a result, you know what happens? They hold back. They hold back their money. Okay, a couple of older people that I have asked will tell you, yes, they had one or two opportunities. Recently, I met a man. He is white. He's Indian, and we got talking. He's about 57, 58, 59, not up to 60, but I know it's between 50, 57, and 59. And he told me that his biggest regret was that he was not aggressive, okay, in his 20s. He's still working, but in his 20s and in his 30s, a lot of money, he was making so much money, but he was not aggressive because he was fearful. He said if he had been aggressive, not being fearful, if he had invested, taking those risks when he was in his 20s, and today he said he would have been a multi-millionaire. And he said that to me because he wants me to take that risk. Okay. Then number five, analysis paralysis. So many people want to do research here and there, and as a result, you know what happens? They miss out. Okay, they are trying to analyze this. I met a guy recently, and I was telling him about investment. He said he's going to check this. What about this? What about this? At the end of the day, they don't do anything. So analysis paralysis is one of the reasons why people stay broke despite any money. Then spending more than what they earn. There is this Pakistan law or rule that states that your expenses will always rise to meet your income. Okay, so most people think that when their salary increases, that is when they should spend more. And as a result of this, a lot of people will stay broke. Excessive debt. Okay, people don't even understand how to manage debt. That is why lack of financial knowledge is what leads to excessive debt. Okay, when you collect so much debt, um, um, and this debt is built around liabilities. Okay, then it means 50, some people have 60, 70% of their income going into debt, and this debt is basically borrowed on funding liabilities. Okay, then lastly, I say poor financial planning. They don't even know how to plan their money. Once money comes into their hands, there's no budget. Okay, once they are paid, it hits their account. All they do is squander and all of that. So they live paycheck to paycheck. This is why most people, there are a lot of other reasons, but this is what my research has discovered. Okay, so now understanding the world building blueprint. This is the aim, okay, the crux of what we are discussing today. Okay, this is the blueprint that I have designed. Okay, this blueprint suggests that one, you must have an earning system. It's all about the system that you have in place, and just like system is all about a process, okay, that runs with or without you. Okay, it runs on autopilot, it runs by default, whether you are there or not. Okay, you just get it activated and it starts running. So the first system here is your earning system. You must have a an earning system. Okay, and in this earning system, I have classified it under two. There are what I call active earning system, and then passive earning system. Active earning system, as the name suggests, is that it requires your effort, it requires your presence, okay, for you to earn. That is to say, if you don't put in effort, if you don't put in time, if you don't show up, you are not going to earn. Example is your job. Okay, example is your job. Another example is your business. If you have a job where you have to show up to earn, okay, that is classified as an active income. But the disadvantage of an active income is that it is limited. It limits your ability to earn. Okay, so in order to increase your earning capacity, you must equally develop what I call a passive earning system. Passive earning system suggests that you do not necessarily need to be there for you to earn. It could be in this digital age, it could be you creating a course for instance. Okay, it could be you building an apartment and renting it out to tenants. Okay, you don't necessarily need to be there. The tenants pay you. Okay, they pay you for the rent. It could be you owning a taxi. Okay, if you have two cars, for instance, one is used for both. While you go to your work for active income, your vehicle is hired out to somebody who uses it for both, and he pays you. So you don't necessarily need to be there. That is passive income. Passive income could also be you creating a digital product. It could be an ebook from your knowledge. It could be a course that you created from your knowledge. Maybe you know how to cook, maybe you know how to sing, you know how to wash cars, you know how to paint a house, you know how to plait hair, and you put your knowledge, or you're a very good accountant, you can help small business owners, understand how to manage their taxes very well. You could put a book together, or you've worked in a job for like 5 to 10 years and above, and you understand the system, and you understand how to solve certain problems peculiar to that particular niche or category or segment. So you come up with a digital product that you upload and you sell. You don't necessarily need to be there. That is a form of earning system passively. Like I said, the earning system will lead you to a retention system. Like I said in the previous slide, I told you that most people are poor despite, or they stay broke despite earning well, is because they lack the retention system. What does retention system mean? For me, retention system means beside earning, okay, you must equally you develop, okay, a structure or a system that one includes your budgeting, that is telling your money where to go. At every point in time, you must know where your money is going. Okay, you must have a clear-cut direction, clear-cut budget for your money. And how I do this is I tell people uh, to calculate what is coming to them as revenue or as income or as salary. Okay, once you know what is coming to you, then do a list of all your expenses. Okay, do a list of all your expenses, add your expenses, and then check it against what you're expecting or what your income is. Okay, if you are spending more than you are earning, then you are not retaining. Okay, then as you do as you build this retention system, you must equally ensure that what I tell people is that in this retention system, in your list of expenses, in your list of budget, you must have 15 to 25%, okay, of your income set up for investment. Okay, this is what the system does for you. So the essence of this system is so that you have sufficient, okay, for your assets, for investing in your assets. Okay, so in this retention system also, you must categorize. You should categorize your expenditures. Okay, for instance, you categorize what your needs are. Those are absolutely must do. You also categorize another bucket for your obligations. So for instance, if you have debts, okay, to pay, if you have, for instance, tithes to pay, if you're a Christian, and then the third bucket that you should have is your bucket for wants. Okay, wants are not necessarily compulsory. It may be your TV subscription, it may be data. So you could begin to cut off from your wants in order to have sufficient for your for investing in your assets. Then the third bucket here is the passive income system. I told you that you should have 15 to 25%, okay, of your income, okay, kept for investing in a passive income assets. You become wealthy when the money or the proceeds that you generate from your passive income assets is sufficient enough to meet your needs. For instance, if your monthly needs is 100K, if your monthly needs is 100K, okay, and your passive income assets is able to generate 100K for you, such that you don't have to rely on your earning system to generate this 100K, then you are said to be financially free. So the essence of what we are doing tonight, the essence of what I teach is to get you to that point where you have sufficient asset, passive income asset that is able to generate income that will meet your uh, all your obligations or your needs or your wants, because that is when you are said to be financially independent or financially free, financially confident, financially successful, or financially liberated, if you like. So this is the blueprint that I have developed, and this is what I teach basically. Okay, so let's look at the power of starting your investment early. Okay, now I'll take you through a system and show you this. Let me show you this. Okay, now we're going to do an assumption here. I want to show you the power of, I keep telling you, some of you who joined my community by seeing my videos on TikTok, I would have told you that, look, it is of a very significant advantage if you start investing early in your 20s or in your 30s. Okay, that is not to say if you start in your 40s you cannot build wealth, but the truth is you are going to be as aggressive, you are going to be more aggressive than somebody who is in his or her 20s and in her 30s, and you'll see how this works out. So the assumption here is going to be, we are considering a retirement age of 60. Let's assume that, okay, whoever we are using as an example is going to retire at 60. In my country, I think retirement is 60 years. Okay, and investing 5,000 naira. Okay, this is Nigerian currency. You can convert it to your region or country's currency. Okay, in a conservative mutual fund at 20% per annum, because the current mutual fund in Nigeria is paying between 20 and 25%. So conservatively, let's say 20%, and allowing the power of compounding. So let's dive into my system where I show you this. Okay, we're going to take these 4 examples as assumptions. John is 20 years old and he's going to be investing 5K for the next, because he has time. I keep telling you, if you are 20, if you are much younger, time is your biggest asset. I'll show it to you here. Okay, so it means if John is 20 years old and he has to invest 5K in a conservative mutual funds that pays 20% per annum, it means he will invest for 40 years. I'll show you what he is able to accumulate. Then Elizabeth will move to the next example, which is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is 30 years old. So it means you have to invest for 30 years, the same amount, you see. Then Sarah will do another example. Sarah, who is 40 years old, okay, it means that because she will retire at 60 years, it means Sarah will invest for 20 years, okay. Then James is 50 years old. Maybe he just heard about investment and he has to retire at the age of 60. That means he will invest for 10 years, the same amount, 5K. Now let's dive into my system. Let me take you through this proper. Okay, no. Let me take you through this proper. Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Confirm to me if you can see my screen. I want to show you something here. Can you see my screen? I want to be sure you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, guys? Just type yes. If you can see my screen, then I'm excited. Can you see my screen? Okay, great. Now let me show you. Now the first person that we have there is who? The first person that we have there is John. Okay, remember John is 20 years old. He's investing 5K. So this is it. This is the calculation here. This is how it is calculated all over the world. I'm using First Bank calculation. If you go all over the world, this is how compounding interest is calculated. You just use the system. Okay, so this is 5K. Okay, this is 5K at an interest rate. I told you interest rate is 20% per annum. Okay, so he's going to be putting 5K. The frequency is monthly. His initial investment is 5K. Okay, then he's going to be putting a monthly deposit of what? 5K. Then his interest rate is 20%. How many years is he going to be investing for? He's going to be investing for 40 years because he is 20 years old. Okay, for 40 years time period in investment. Watch what happens. Look at the calculation here. If John does 5K consistently for 40 years at 20%, the compounding interest is that the future value of his investment will be 864 million 826,878. 800 or close to R1 billion is what he will keep. Just 5K. Just 5K. Okay, this is for John. Okay, this is for John. He's investing for how many years? 40 years. Okay, now did you see it? This is in millions. This is what John will accumulate if he starts at 20. I keep telling you, if you start at a younger age, time is your biggest asset. If you want to build wealth, if you want to build it real well, then you must consider time. That's why you don't go into the stock market and expect to make money in 1 year or 2 years. No, you make money as from 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and on. So you must do it. So remember, this is just 5K that this person, John, is invested for 40 years. Okay, now who is the next person? Let's look at Elizabeth. Elizabeth is 30 years old. So Elizabeth will also do monthly. Okay, she's doing the same amount. The same amount. Look at it, 5K. And then monthly is also 5K, the same interest, but because she's 30 years old, she will invest for 30 years. Okay, she will invest for 30 years. Now we calculate. Look at if investment, if Elizabeth keeps the same amount, but because she's 30 years, 10 years older than John, this is what she gets: 118 million, 118 million 723,829. This is what she gets simply because she started a bit late at the age of 30. Do you understand? So if she's going to invest for 30 years, this is what she will be worth. Okay, after 30 years. Now, who is next? Let's look at Sarah. Sarah is 40 years old. It means if she will retire at 60, she's keeping 5K. Okay, she's keeping 5K. Then it means she will invest for 20 years. Instead of 30 here, we'll put 20 years. I'm just showing you the power of starting early. Okay, it means if Sarah, who is 40, starts and puts the same amount that John and Elizabeth put, but we'll put it for 20 years, it means Sarah is going to be worth 16,071,000. Okay, did you see? 16 million is what she's going to be worth. This is the power of compounding because she started really, really late. Okay, now James is 50 years old. Oh, he's already 50 years and he heard about it. It means that James is going to be time period, the same amount and all of that. James is going to be doing this for 10 years because by 60, he's going to be retiring. Look at what James is going to accrue. James is only going to accrue 1 million or approximately 2 million. Did you get it? Did you get it? It's going to accrue only 2 million. What is the way out for James? It means, like I said, if you are 40, if you are 50, you cannot afford to keep 5K like John and Elizabeth would. You would rather scale. You will go to 50, you will go to 100 because you want to meet up with the timeline, which is why I keep insisting that you must start early. Okay? Did you get it? Did you say you can't see the calculation? Did you not see the workout? Did you not see the workout? Did you not see the workout? If you go to Google, yes, we're just seeing. You didn't see it? Oh, this is strange. Let me show you again. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. I thought you were seeing it. Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing it now? Just type yes if you can see it. Are you seeing the calculations? Okay, you can see it now. Look at it. I'm using First Bank. This is First Bank. First Bank. Okay. The calculation, the tool is already done for you. The tool is already done. Okay, the tool is already done. Every bank has this tool. So if you want to check, okay, what your investment is, okay, you can just easily check it. Okay, like I said, the first person is John. Okay, let me know. Can you see it now? Okay, like I said, John is 20 years old. Okay, John is 20 years old. What is the frequency? You know, you can decide to click any frequency here, either monthly or once. Okay, but this one we're doing it monthly. Initial amount is 5k. Okay, then the deposit, okay, then the monthly deposit is 5k. Every month is going to be putting 5k. The interest rate, conservatively, I told you, is going to be 20%. Then for because John is 20 years old, he's going to be investing and he intends to retire at 60 years old. Okay, then it means John is going to invest for 40 years. Okay, 40 years. So by the time he invests for 40 years, this is where I got it. Okay, the future value of your investment will be 864 million. If John, that's why I keep telling you, if you start early in your 20s, this is why I keep sounding like a broken record. If you start early, this is what amounts you will get. Okay, like my daughters, this is what I saw, and my daughter, my two of my daughters were in the university. They are 18 year old. Okay, and they're already putting 5k in their mutual fund account. They are 18. They're not even 20 yet. So just imagine that they do this consistently for the next 40 years. They're going to be worth 800 and this. Okay, and they can decide to do it for 30 years and retire. But this is for 40 years. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me see. Did you see it? Did you see it, guys? Let me know if you've seen the one I've done for John, who is going to be putting 5k for the next 40 years because he intends to retire at 60. Okay? Who saw it? You saw it, right? Now let me move to the next person. Okay, the next person we say is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is 30 years old. She started investing at 30 years old, the same amount, 5k. But because she wants to retire at 60, okay, it means that she will put her money there for 30 years. Okay, the same amount every month, she will put it here. Okay, the same amount, 5k every month. Okay, deposit 20% mutual interest rate, but she's going to be investing for 30 years. This has to go change to 30 years because this has to change to 30 years. Okay, now calculate. Look at it. If Elizabeth does this for 30 years and she's 30 years old, she wants to retire at 60, Elizabeth will be worth 118,000 naira, 118 million naira by the time she is 60. If she keeps 5k for 30 years, okay? Now, did you see it? Did you see it, guys? Yes, you did. Okay, fantastic. Now, because Elizabeth is 30 years old, now let's go to Sarah. Sarah is 40 years old and she will do this for just 20 years because she wants to retire at 60. Okay, she wants to retire at 60. It means she's 40 years old, she wants to retire at 60. Then the same monthly 5,000 naira, monthly initial 5,000 naira, the same investment interest rate of 20, but she's going to be putting this for 20 years because she's 40 and she needs to retire at 60. So look at it. Sarah will be worth 16 million. Don't forget, okay, John, because he started at 20 years, he has 40 years before he retires. He keeps the same amount, okay, for 40 years. He will be worth 860 something million. That's close to a billion naira. That is the way it is calculated. That's the power of compounding interest. Look at it. Look at the way it works. The power of compounding. It gives you all of those, okay? This is from First Bank. I got this calculation from First. Now let's look at James. James is 50 years old. Okay, the same process. Monthly, he's going to be keeping his money monthly, and his initial amount is 5,000. The same deposit 5,000, but he's 50, and he will only keep it for 10 years. He will only keep for 10 years. This is what John is going to accrue. John is going to accrue 1.9. That's 2 million naira. Okay, because he's 50. That is why it is much younger to start investing. You could see, I have shown you somebody who is supposed to retire by 60, okay, but he is 20 or she is 20 and she's already keeping money for the next 40 years. She will be worth close to a billion, like I showed you. But somebody who is 50 and has just 10 years to go, he cannot afford to keep 5K. This person will have to be aggressive in his or her investment, okay? Did you get it, guys? Great. So now I will just stop sharing. Okay. I believe that you saw it. Okay. So I'll move on. Okay. I'll move on to the next slide. So guys, how do you start investing even with a small amount? Like I told you, it's just 5K. Okay. The example I showed you is with 5K. You don't need a million naira. No. This is the power of compounding. That is why when you start with 5K, it continues to compound. Like I showed you John, who started at the age of 20 by keeping 5K. My daughters, I have two daughters who are in the university. They are 18-year-old, okay, and they have started keeping 5K by this formula. They have started keeping 5K in their mutual fund account. They are 18, they're not even 20. So if they consistently do this for the next 40 years, okay, or if they say they want to retire at 50, they will be worth significant millions. Do you understand? They will be worth significant because they started early. So if you are young, I consistently tell you that that time is your biggest, greatest asset. Okay, so start early. How do you start? One, you must decide. You should decide to be financially independent. It starts with a decision. This decision is you telling yourself that come rain, come shine, you are not backing out. Okay, no matter what happens, it's a decision. And because you have made that decision, then you are going to start making choices that aligns with your decision. You start with that decision, you write it down, and you are going full out, okay, to hitting your goal. Okay, then the next step is that you craft, after you make your decision, then you craft your financial vision. Okay, what does financial independence mean to you? Now let me ask you, let me know in the comment section, what does financial independence mean to you? Let me see in the comment section, what does financial independence mean to you? What does financial independence mean to you? What does it mean to you? Okay, what does it mean to you, guys? What does financial, you must define what financial independence means to you. Do you understand? Okay, for me it means that stage of life where I have time freedom, location freedom. I get to spend time with my family, with my children, my grandchildren, and I'm able to do whatever I want to do with whoever I want to do it at whatever time I want to do it. Okay, and I'm able to say I want to support orphanages, I want to do whatever with my money, and this money is just readily available for me. That is my picture of financial freedom. So you must craft a vision of your financial freedom. So once you craft your vision, then you map out your plan. Okay, your plan suggests that you have your itinerary. You perhaps you have to acquire a financial literacy, you have to get knowledge, you have to start watching YouTube videos, you have to join a community like mine, you have to invest in yourself. Map out your plan. And then the fourth strategy is that you put your strategy in place. Yes, you've said to yourself, for instance, okay, I need to join the premium version of Wealth Builders Network. Okay, now how do I join? I have to make money available so that I can join. And once I join, my strategy, what's going to be my strategy? I will ensure that I don't miss any other session. Okay, I'll map out time for my sessions in the community and take action. Okay, take action every day that moves me closer and closer to my financial vision on a daily basis. And then take action every day. I left some notes here. I said, number one, learn more about about investment and how it works. Don't just sit back and expect that Steven or any other person is going to give you the details. It doesn't work that way. Okay, some of you who met me on social media will say, tell me about mutual fund, do this. You don't sit back and expect somebody else to do the job for you. Step out so that you know you know a lot about investment and how it works. Okay, then you need to register with an accredited, reliable asset or wealth manager or stockbroker. Don't just, I see a lot of you who just go online, you get apps and you download them. That is not how it works. Okay. Okay, I will recommend my stockbroker. I use standard IBTC asset managers, as well as I use Meristem stockbrokers. Okay, these are certified, licensed stockbrokers in Nigeria. Those are the people that they are professionals. Do you understand? And then make sure the above, that is the asset managers you are going with, are licensed by SEC. In Nigeria, we call them Security and Exchange Commission. And then NDIC stands for Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, and other regulatory authorities in your region or in your country. Make sure. Then I would advise you, as a beginner, start with a mutual fund. And then as you gain experience, as you grow, you can begin to diversify into stock, into equity, and all of that. Do mutual fund for 1 year, for 2 years, and keep learning about investment and how it works, how compounding interest works. Then you begin to diversify. For this is how you beat inflation and then grow your portfolio. Then know your risk appetite. It is very important that you know your risk appetite. Some people cannot afford to take risk. Do you understand? Investment is all about risk. Okay, if your risk level is very, very low, then stay put with mutual funds. For me, at my age now, I don't want to take some risks, especially with the stock market. So, which is why 70% of my money is invested in mutual fund. Mutual fund is low risk because your money is aggregated by your fund manager and it is invested in low risk but highly profitable short-term securities, such as treasury bills, commercial paper, bonds, and the rest. Okay, your money is invested in those, and those are guaranteed. You don't lose your money, you know, as such. Okay, in a mutual fund. So conservatively, mutual fund is paying between 25 and 20% in Nigeria today. So that is very, 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 very good for you. Okay. So, but as you begin to learn, because the best way to really grow your investment is when you become really, really aggressive, when you begin to invest in equity. You can say, okay, maybe 50% of my money goes into mutual fund that is low risk, and then another 50% or 30% goes into equity or the stock market. Okay, the stock market fluctuates, and if you're going into the stock market, you should know that you are going into it for the long term. You know, I showed you for those who invested 40 years, those who invested 30 years, those who invested 20 and 10 years. You saw the difference. If the longer you keep your money in equity or stock market, the higher your chances of gaining very good returns. Okay, so know your risk appetite and act in alignment with your personality, your goal, and your vision. Very important. So what are the practical steps to growing your money? Number one is that you should increase. I told you in the previous slide about the earning system. Increase your capacity to earn. Okay, that is to say, you should begin to diversify. You should begin to look for other ways of earning money. Increase it by adding more value to yourself. Okay, and diversify your income system, because the more you earn, okay, the more the higher your rate of investing. If for instance you earn 100k and you are keeping 25% of 100k, eventually if you start earning 200k, 25% of 200k will grow to 50k. Do you understand? From 25 to 50k. So the more you earn, the higher the rate of keeping money in your investments. That is why you must seek ways, keep acquiring skills. Okay, keep honing your skills, keep looking out for ways that you can serve, that you can become valuable even in your organization. How can you become more valuable? How can you solve more problems in your organization? Because the more problem you solve, the higher your capacity, your earning potential. How can you be more useful, more relevant, so that you earn more? Because for you, the more you earn, okay, the more you are able to keep in your investment, and the more you are able to keep in your investment, the more portfolio you are building, and the more your portfolio, the more passive income you are building. Okay, so like I said, number two, increase your savings and investment rate. If your earning system increases, your saving rate will definitely increase. And then number three, diversify into various investment portfolios. Like I said, equity, you have stock, you have mutual fund, you have dollar. You can even put your money in a dollar dominated currency where you hedge against inflation. Okay, so you can also invest in ETFs. Okay, you can also invest in real estate and businesses. Okay, you can also invest in business. You can create a business for yourself, or you can partner with somebody who has the skill, who has the ingenuity to start a business, and you put your money in that business where you are equally earning equity from that business. Then number four, keep track of economic outlook. Don't just sit back and expect that your money is going to grow. For instance, just recently I invested in Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank just sold some shares, okay, at seven naira, okay, and I bought a few thousands of it, a few thousands of the shares, and I'm buying it for the long run. Okay, Sterling Bank is currently 7 naira. I guarantee you, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, that 7 naira is going to grow to maybe 10 or to maybe 100. 150. That's why I bought it. It is very cheap. And as I speak to you now, I think FCMB has also opened its offer. It's selling its shares for 10 naira, I think. I'm also going to buy a few hundred in that. Okay, if you join my community, I'll be sharing all of this with you. I'm also going to buy a few hundred in that. In the next 10 years, I guarantee you, it's not going to be 10 naira anymore. It's going to be way, way, way more than that. Sometime in October last year, I bought MTN at 174. By June this year, the other share has appreciated to 354 thereabout. Okay, as I speak to you now, that share that I bought 174 naira is selling at almost 450. So you can see how it has appreciated. And if there are two ways that you earn money via equity or stock. Okay, one is that your money appreciates. Okay, like the Sterling Bank that I bought a few hundred at 7 naira per share. Trust me, the next 10 years, because I don't intend to sell it in 1 year. No, not even 5 years. I bought it there because it's very cheap now. The next 10 years, I'll begin to reap. I bought it now 7 naira. In the next 10 years, 15, 20 years, that share is going to be worth more than 100 naira. So imagine 100 naira versus 7 naira. See what I have gained. And then they will be paying me dividend as well. Two ways to earn. Okay, like I said, FCMB is currently selling. If you join my community, I'll share all of those details with you so that you can also hop in and start investing in your future. Okay, you invest for the purpose of the future. Okay, you save. There is a difference between, somebody was telling me about Piggyvest, and Piggyvest is not an investment platform, for crying out loud. Okay, Piggyvest is where you go, you want to save for a target. Okay, there is no compounding growth on your money when you put it in Piggyvest. Okay, in fact, inflation can eat up your money in Piggyvest. Do you understand? So the best way to grow your money, to hedge your money against inflation, is to put it in a reliable, profitable investment vehicle. Mutual fund, equity in particular. Okay, equity in particular, if you can take the risk, and other businesses that I have mentioned. Now I want to invite you to join the premium version of Wealth Builders Network. Okay, the premium version of Wealth Builders Network. What will you gain when you join is the premium version. I have discovered that most times, okay, if you don't invest money into something, you don't take it seriously. Okay, I currently have a free community, and I discovered that so many people just sleep. They just slip off because they are not committed. If you are truly committed in your future, this is what I want you to do. Take a small chunk out of what you earn, and then invest in yourself. Okay, I want to see as many of you that are willing to create wealth, because you cannot afford to say you want to create wealth and not invest in yourself. Okay, so that is why I created the premium version of Wealth Builders Network. When you join, what will you get? You will get exclusive access to money principles and wealth building lessons. And we do this every other week. Okay, then you will get practical tools and templates for budgeting, for savings, and for investing. I'm going to be sharing all of these insights with you when you join. Okay, It's a token. You are just committing yourself to this with a token. Then you have access to a community of ambitious, forward-thinking individuals. Inside that community, everybody is going to participate because it's your money. Okay, because one thing I realize is that once your money has been committed, into something, you will wake up to do something on a daily basis because your money has been committed. So every one of us will be contributing, and your business is going to grow. We will ensure that every member of the Wealth Builders Network, the premium version, okay, has an investment portfolio. I'm going to guide you to. I'm going to be sharing stock that you will buy. For instance, I've just told you FCMB is currently selling, and it will close by November 6th thereabout. So once you join, I will ensure that every one of you buys into MTN, okay, FCMB Bank, okay, for the next 10 years. Then monthly wealth challenges to keep you disciplined and consistent. We're going to have monthly every other month. Then you're going to have live sessions with me, Stephen Adetolu, on mindset. I'll be teaching you about mindset, money, multiple income streams. I'll be showing you how you can create multiple income streams. Okay, for instance, my wife and I have a school. Okay, the money that I saved, this house where I do this video is my first house. I'm grateful to God, okay, for what He's done in my life. It's my first house, and I've built it for close to 10, I think 10 years. I'm still counting now. So what I do every other year, I pay myself rent. Okay, and with the rent I pay myself for the past 10 years, okay, which accumulated in my mutual fund account, I use, okay, to buy a property, okay, which we now run as a school. Okay, for me, passive income is the thing. You see, the students keep coming and we keep earning money. My wife runs the school, okay, and several other businesses that I actually run. In fact, we can even have my wife come and teach some of you who want to run other passive income businesses. You can start an animal rearing business. We are going to discuss a lot of business opportunities, because the thing is this: you must increase your earning system, just like I said. And I have a lot of digital products. Okay, I have a lot of digital books, digital courses. I don't necessarily need to be there, and people buy from me, for instance. Okay, then you're also going to be getting guidance on turning your knowledge and skills into income producing assets. Look, if there's something okay, better than somebody else, trust me, you can turn it into money. Like I told you in the beginning of at the beginning of this webinar, I told you that I'm a brand expert. I'm going to help you create visibility and then build your business, okay, such that you are beginning to leverage your gift, okay, to serve those you have been called uh, to serve. The most important thing is this: I will help to unlock, okay, your potential, such that you begin to increase your capacity to be helpful, to help other people, okay, that you have targeted as your target audience. Okay, help them become better, and in return they will gladly pay you for the services that you are rendering. Okay, so join the premium. If you click this link or you copy this, I'll leave it with you. Copy this or check the description of this video. By the end of this video, you'll see a description. Go to the description, click this link. Is a token. Trust me, it's a token. I made it a token. For me, it's not about the money, but it's about the commitment. Okay, click this link if you are ready to be committed, to commit to your future self, to commit, okay, to building wealth for yourself. Because for me, I said, look, if I continue to do this thing for free, a lot of people will not take it seriously. But it's a small token. I check it. It's not as expensive as what you spend to buy data. It's not as expensive as what you buy. It can't even buy you lunch. Okay, the cost of subscribing to this premium community. Once you subscribe, okay, you can subscribe from any place in the world. Okay, once you subscribe, it will take you to a Telegram group. Okay, and I assure you, once you subscribe today, okay, I'll take you through a 4-week program. 4 weeks program. It's a monthly thing. You subscribe with that token. It's a token free commitment. Okay, I'll take you the first 4 weeks. I'll take you through a rewiring process. I told you about the poverty mindset, where we will uncover, okay, all the blocks that have kept you, okay, poor, and then recover them, uncover them, and then replace them with what I call a wealth mindset. Okay, I'll be sharing books with you. I'll be sharing templates with you every month. There are going to be challenges every week. There are going to be challenges, all aimed at helping you build wealth behavior, because it is not about what you earn, but it is about your behavior. So click this link right now, or check the description of my video, or you can send me a chat on WhatsApp. Okay, and I'll send you this link. Trust me, it is ridiculously cheap. Okay, and I made it this way because it's, for me, it's not about the money, but it's about you committing to your future. Do you understand? Thank you immensely. Thank you immensely. Thank you for joining. I'll leave the link again. It is ridiculously. Take screenshot, type this, and then okay, because I discover a lot of people ask, is the token lifetime or every month payment stuff? Check it. It is monthly, but very cheap. You can opt out. You can opt out at any time. Does inflation and currency rate or increase in dollar to naira affect your investment in mutual fund? It depends. If for instance, mutual fund is currently paying 20%, inflation is currently at 20%, so it is at par. Okay, nothing is happening to your money. But in order to hedge inflation, that is why you will diversify into equity or stock. Equity market is currently paying between 37 to 41%. So you see, equity is the main thing. So you must have, by the time you join my community, we come up with a ratio, okay, depending on your risk appetite. Put 70% in mutual fund, put 30% in. This is what I do. Okay, so that is just the thing. So if you like, you can even do it for a month, then opt out. Okay, then when you get, but commit something that keeps you. This is what I've learned. This is what I've learned about I'm a faith-based person. This is another aspect of me which I do not discuss yet in this community. I'm a faith-based person. Okay, and one thing I've learned, being a Christian, being a faith-based person, is that there is a seed that has to be sown. Okay, until you sow that seed, okay, you cannot reap. So sowing in myself, sow in yourself. Do you understand? That's all I can say. I hope I've answered. I don't know if you have more questions. Is it token lifetime or every other month? Yes, every other month. Just go take, how much does it cost? Yeah, just go look at it. Some organizations don't even consider that. Okay. Having passive incomes. Absolutely. Having passive income is the thing. Okay, guys, thank you immensely. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. Okay, it's the premium version of the Wealth Builders Network. In the current platform, WhatsApp, there are a lot of people who are sleeping. So what I want to do is to distinguish. I want to separate people who are serious from those who. Can you send the link in the chat box? I will send okay, let me just send the link so that you guys will get it now. Sorry, I'll send the link. Sorry, I'll send the link. I'm coming. And the good thing is you can do this from any part of the world. Any part of the world. Copy link. Let me send the link to the chat box. Great. I just sent the link to the chat box, and I'm equally going to send it to, please come back to this video. Even if you don't subscribe, if you don't commit to yourself, I mean, if you don't commit to your future self, you can always remain in the other group. But this is the in thing. Does inflation and currency rate, or yeah, I've just answered that question. Is the token? Yes. It's monthly. It's not compulsory. Whichever one you want to. Is there any question? Otherwise, you can always come back to this video, to the replay. I'm going to send the replay to the WhatsApp community. I have seen it. I'll be subscribing immediately. Okay, guys. So once you subscribe, it will take you to a Telegram group where you can start off immediately. Okay. So once you subscribe, Like I said, I'm going to be taking you through a 4 week course. Please, once you subscribe, be committed, be serious, okay? Because we're going to be pushing each other, okay? We're going to be pushing each other. Trust me, once you subscribe, you don't need to look elsewhere. I'll do my best from my wealth of experience. Okay, like I told you, I have some investments and it is really doing well. I'm in my mid 40s, and I'm thankful to God. I'm not even up to 50 yet, and I'm thankful to God for where He's taking me. Thanks to the knowledge of investment. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't understand investment, you are going to walk around the clock every day of your life. I think it was Bill Gates that once said that if you don't figure out how to earn money while you sleep, okay, that is investment. You are going to work for the rest of your life. Now I have figured out how to earn money now and then earn money through my investments. Okay, so that is the thing. Thank you, Prince Chimbao. Thank you immensely. Any other question? Otherwise, we'll call it a night. I'm going to leave this so that you can keep watching, and I'm going to drop it in the session. Thank you so much. Have you gained value tonight? Have you gained value? Let me know if you have gained value. Let me know. Just write value, 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 value if you have gained value. And if you have questions, let me know. Have you gained value tonight? There are 9 people currently watching. So I want to see 9 of you say you have gained value, 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 value. Yes, yes, I have. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. You see, in that community, you can ask questions because now I see a lot of people who are just picking my brain. It's not fair. You know, you call me at odd hours, you want me to do this, and you are not committed. You know, but I mean, but when we have a place where you have even committed me as well, if you've paid that token, for instance, you commit me. Okay, at least every Saturday, I'll have 1 hour with you where you ask your questions, and we can even look into your business. If you have business that you are currently doing, I'm going to look into your business and see how you can even increase your earning. Okay, instead of somebody calls me 2 a.m., 3 a.m., somebody they keep chatting me, and it's not fair on me. I mean, my time should also generate something for me. Like I said, it's not about the money for me, it's about committing. You commit, I commit. Honestly, you will not get this price anywhere for the quality of what I am giving in the world. You will not get it. You will not get it in the world. Okay? Is it the sincerity? Is it the integrity? Is it the passion to help? Okay, that is my passion. I just want to take ordinary people because I wasn't born into wealth. I wasn't born into money. I was born into a humble family. So for me, this is just what I want to take humble people, ordinary people to extraordinary height, just like I am doing. That's just me. I want everybody, students and everyone to be able to afford it. Okay, so that in 10 years from now, 1 year from now, you will look back and say, thank God I met this guy. Just that blessings alone. Okay, and God showering these blessings on me is just what I want. Okay, so Uyapo, you say value. Who else? Value. Let me see if there are 5 more people who gain value tonight. Thank you, Kende, for the show. Make sure you guys subscribe, okay? Okay, who else? So, guys, let's call it a night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be seeing you in the group, okay? Drop your take in the group, okay? Good night.